Landmark Implement, we have 14 locations in central Nebraska and northern Kansas. So we employ about 350, 375 people. Have a little bit of everything in our footprint, a lot of cow-calf, some hogs for livestock, and then we raise potatoes, corn, milo, soybeans, wheat, alfalfa, so pretty diverse cropping system throughout our footprint. So obviously a John Deere dealership for new equipment, and our roots date back to 1947 when the original company, McClymonds Implement, was formed. We have some close-knit partnerships with some short line companies to kind of round off our product offerings, and obviously used equipment that come along with it. We market through our footprint of southern Nebraska and northern Kansas. Our customer base is, I like to think it's a very unique set of customers, and maybe a little more unique than the traditional, some of the ag customers that we see today. Our guys are that are making the decisions. They're driving the tractors, they're running the combines. They're no real huge conglomerations, but it's just a family farm and kind of the whole staple of U.S. agriculture. And it's kind of neat to get a deal with the customer that when you sell him a new tractor, he's going to be the guy that runs that new tractor most likely. So I feel that's very unique this day and age in the marketplace. Well, obviously we use Sandhills for a big piece of that, but we try to use social media, obviously the internet, printed ads. We still have customers that like to look at it, touch it, feel it, pick it up and read it in a book. So that's a big part of what we do. We run direct mailing campaigns through our organization, but just try to stay in contact with the customer and let the customer be aware of current offerings, whether it's parts, service, or complete goods sales. TractorHouse and then the turf book, we use that. That's been kind of a niche. Our rep kind of talked me to that direction and give it a try, and we followed his advice, and our product mix is predominantly large ag, and in fact the turf and small tractor business is very small. However, it is very important to us as well, and that book is kind of done some leaps and bounds in opening up our used market with that turf equipment and the small tractor business. So hats off to Andrew. He did a good job in steering us in the right direction there. He's grown our business from that side and help that used channel of that equipment. Just about everything. We kind of leverage your offerings to help our dealership become more efficient. We put them in our daily processes. So VIP, we work with the analytics team on all kinds of reports and gather as much information as we can to just kind of validate what we're doing is in the right direction and aligning to the industry. It's a great resource. It provides a lot of information in one condensed space, and we can utilize it with a high level of accuracy and a high level of speed. So it turns the transaction time a little quicker than normal, and having to go to maybe 4 or 5 different resources to get a good feel for where the market's at. But I think that's the biggest key, is it's got a lot of really useful information in one spot. You know, again, it's just a really good set of data that kind of helps set your gut to where you're at in the marketplace, making sure that you're headed in the right direction, making the right decisions. Just any additional data that you can utilize in this environment is just one more safety net to have there, and so we leverage that pretty heavily. I think that with working with your group, that there's a fairly high level of progressive viewpoint that you guys share, and I think that we align a lot in our ambitions on how we want to move forward. So I do feel like that you'll be an integrated part, and I think that as you develop new tools, you're very open to listening to the dealers and what they want. So I feel that it'll be things that'll align with our goals and our vision as well. So it just strengthens the partnership, if you will.